Let me ask you something. What do you do when the people you counted on disappear? What happens when the support system you thought was solid crumbles and you're left standing there, alone? It's in that moment when silence fills the room, when you're surrounded by nothing but your thoughts and doubts. That's when you find out who you really are. Here's a truth most people run from. No one is guaranteed to stay. Not your friends, not your partner, not even your family. People leave, situations change, and if you don't learn to stand tall on your own, you're going to fall when life stops holding your hand. But listen to me, that is not the end. That is the beginning of a version of you that is stronger, wiser, and more powerful than you've ever imagined. See, real strength isn't found when everything is going well. It's revealed when nothing is. And I want you to know something loud and clear. You are your greatest weapon, not your job, not your relationships, not your circumstances. You, your mind, your grit, your fire, that's what's going to get you through the dark. And that's why the first thing you need to understand is this. 1. You are enough. You are already equipped with everything you need to change your life. You may not see it yet, but it's there, buried under fear, doubt, and the lies you've been told. You just need to uncover it. Think about it. When Steve Jobs was kicked out of Apple, the company he built from scratch, he could have walked away, but he didn't. He came back stronger, more focused, more unstoppable. Not because the world handed it to him, but because he decided, I will not be defined by what was taken from me. I will be defined by what I rise from. 2. You don't need permission to rise. Let this sink in. You don't need anyone to believe in you before you believe in yourself. Waiting for approval is a trap. You don't need applause. You don't need validation. You need one thing, a decision. Nelson Mandela sat in prison for 27 years. Not 1 year, not 10, 27. But he didn't let those years turn him bitter. He didn't let fear steal his mission. He walked out not just free, but ready to lead a nation. That's power. That's what happens when you choose courage over comfort. 3. Fear is a liar. Let's be real. Fear will always show up, but here's the secret. It has no power unless you give it power. Fear says you're not ready. Courage says do it anyway. Fear says you'll fail. Growth says that's how I learn. Fear whispers you can't. And you stand up and shout, watch me. Because fear isn't the enemy, complacency is. And every time you take action, despite fear, you shrink it. You take your power back. 4. No one is coming to save you. And that's good news. You are not weak because you're alone. You are becoming powerful because of it. Malala Yousafzai was almost silenced forever. But instead of giving in to fear, she spoke louder. She didn't wait for someone else to fix the world. She decided she was enough. She became a voice for millions. And so can you. The moment you stop waiting for someone else to solve your problems, that's the moment your life begins to change. 5. Embrace the chaos and move forward. Anyway, let's not sugarcoat it. Life is unpredictable. It will knock you down when you least expect it. Your plans will fall apart. People will betray you. Things will not go according to the script. But that's not the point. The point is, what will you do about it? Will you give up? Or will you adapt, rise, and keep moving? Thomas Edison failed over 10,000 times before he invented the light bulb. 10,000. And he said, I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's the kind of mindset that makes the impossible possible. So here's what I want you to take away today. You are capable of more than you've ever given yourself credit for. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need all the answers. You just need to believe that you were built for this. Yes, life will test you. Yes, you'll fall, but you'll also get back up, wiser, stronger, more determined. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for someone to carry you. Walk forward with everything you've got, because in the end, it's not the world that decides who you are. You do. So get up, stand tall, and show the world what happens when someone learns to survive on their own and chooses to become unstoppable.